Alright, that's super lopsided, but whatever. Hi guys, it's Dara from Woody Close Productions. Obviously, because you're on the channel, just wanted to let you guys know, kind of short notice, that me and Cailin are doing a live stream on December 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to fill in. It's going to be our Orphan Black live stream like we did with Legend of Korra. We're going to be talking about the show as a whole, what we liked, what we disliked, favorite characters, least favorite characters, whatever, that kind of thing. Other stuff I want to talk about, theories for any future shows that I don't know if they're happening, obviously. For Orphan Black and then the show that we're doing next. And if you want to watch, again, that's December 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so do that with the other times and stuff. If you want to send us any questions, you can do it through Facebook, WoodyClose at facebook.com, tweet at us at WoodyClose, email us, woodyclose@gmail.com. Anything you want to ask about the show, the next show that we're doing, your theories, random stuff you want us to talk about, who cares? It's the end of the year, it's fine. If you guys like our new format as well, let us know there as well. That the blah blah blah, and that's it. And I really gotta go somewhere, so hope to see you guys there again. Live stream of Orphan Black, December 29th, 2 p.m. See you guys there. Peace. So, well, what's your concern level going into the final episode?
Oh, you know it's max. It's max.
It's super.
It's moved to the max.
Well, look, all we got is a woman who's literally about to give birth and probably can't really move that well. Everybody's full guns a-blazing.
Boy, howdy.
Art's in there. Your boy's in there. I don't know.
Bye, boy.
The only people who are safe are, like, you know, Kira and Allison, Kasima, Felix. Everybody else kind of screwed. You ready for this?
No, but let's do it.
All right. Time for the final episode of Orphan Black. To right the wrongs of many. So before we get into it, Cailin, this episode go like how you were expecting in like format? Mm-hmm. Like exactly?
This episode had a lot more epilogue than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm. That was my thing when I first watched it.
I was like, wow, which I like. I like a good epilogue. I'm boring. I kind of like when everything is neatly tied up in the end, or at least, you know, most of my questions.
I would say answered. It's like 100% neatly tied up, but we can like go into that later.
Yeah, we'll touch on that later. But so like, I was really surprised about how much epilogue there was. But yeah.
Do you want to get into the non-epilogue part first?
Yeah, let's talk about the meat.
Okay, so Helena's like in the midst of labor. I don't know. Again, like I'm not really sure. I think like once the water breaks, you can't really walk anymore, or you shouldn't.
Probably shouldn't. I don't really know.
Because I know like there's a point like when you're in labor, you should like walk around just to like help. And then I think it's like once the water breaks. I know like once you hit like get in like epidural, like you can't really walk because everything's numb. Mm-hmm. But like I'm pretty sure once you like
I don't know. People can go a few hours after their water breaks, and, like walk around and get to a hospital and stuff.
I guess I guess. I think it's like once the water breaks, it's kind of like it's like, I think it's like a sanitary thing. So It's kind of like if the water doesn't break, like you're okay for a bit. You can maybe do a couple of things, but like once the water breaks, you like have to probably be in like a sterile place because like anything can get in there at that point, and you don't really want that.
We don't know how babies work.
Again, we know. Okay. That sounded aggressive. I'm sorry.
It's true that we don't know how babies work.
We don't.
Breathe, Helena. That alarm is our people. Okay, so they tracked me here. We're not alone. There you go. I need water. Water? Okay, I'll find you some.
You're not alone, but like this isn't a good time.
In the best place.
Anchor, report. What have you got?
Bitch.
You're a shitty partner, Anger.
Anger.
She's off the clock, Cody.
Come in. Has anybody got a 20 on Anger?
Roloff down. When I left Anger, she was headed to the west entrance.
Concentrate the search on the west side of the building.
Anyway, but so that's happening, and they're like right now, Sarah and Helena are just trying to hide. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember what episode it's when, but like Scott and Kevin.
Yeah. They're good. I always
They try to get
boys
in
action.
They're trying to get in, and then they, to get into the security system, they get Art in, which is good. And he's kind of like all like bulletproof vest and like.
Yeah, he's ready to get that action,
Like,
and he's like, you can step aside, nerd boys. You did your part.
Well, it's like, yeah, it's like, okay, you guys get out. And Scott like wants to help out, but he's like, you did good.
Yeah.
Like that kind of
Oh,
thing.
I love watching the boys get in there and do their thing. I
Were
was just
you-
like, you go, nerd boys, you go.
Okay, question. Were you worried that Art could go? Because I remember when I watched it, I was concerned Art was going to go.
I would have been...
You would have been so sad.
I would have been so sad. I didn't want to think about it. It was definitely a possibility. Like, I wasn't going to, like, say
Because
they
Art
weren't
was
going to
like,
do it.
again, like when I said like I had a list, like Art was on my list. I'm like, he could go.
He could, but he didn't,
He didn't.
which is good.
We'll get to that.
Yay.
So, but he does get to, I don't think he didn't kill Anger, but he like whacked her and it's like knocks her out.
Yeah.
So she's out. Hooray. And is trying to find them. And meanwhile, Sarah and Helena are in like this like boiler room area.
Oh, yeah, they're like in the basement.
And they're just like, and it's like a really messy thing because he's like, I think we got to do this here. And like Helena doesn't really want to, but it's like, we don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah, not a lot of options here.
Meanwhile, we also get like, again, this is like, if we're going with like character conclusion, it's Sarah. Because she's kind of the main character, so of course.
Yeah, so naturally in the final episode.
There's like flashbacks with her. And we see get Mrs. S back.
Yeah, in a flashback.
And like they're at a Planned Parenthood and like they're thinking like, because Sarah said she was pregnant, probably because she was pregnant, she wanted an abortion. And then she decides against it.
She's like, okay, I'm going to keep it. And Mrs. is like, all right, guess we doing it. She's like, it's your choice. Do whatever you want.
I don't think you should, but it's your choice. Like a mother would say. Anyway.
Yeah.
But Sarah's like, all right, I got to get medical supplies. We got to do this here. So it's a bunch of not good. Meanwhile, Virginia wakes up from her bashing and like Helena's gone. And Westmoreland's freaking out. Not good. And they're like getting a helicopter thing to like get it set up. And Westmoreland kills a random doctor.
Yeah, like a random doctor like pisses him off, so he just kills him.
He's so off the edge.
He's a great guy.
He's like off the edge.
Yeah.
And Virginia's just like doing her job. And there's like, it's like a bit like, it's kind of like a video game kind of thing. Or it's like in the dark trying to find stuff.
I'm close to the contractions. Okay, close. Come here. Lay down. Lay down.
So we're going to escape with 2 babies?
Yeah.
And each other?
Under a lot of strain for a man of your age.
Well,
That's what you get for speaking up.
Art save the day?
Save the day.
Or die trying?
Don't. Not my boy.
So Sarah's trying to get medical supplies, Art trying to find everybody. And he gets like a radio kind of figuring it out, but then that's not really a big plot point because they figure it out. And everybody's trying to find Helena. Virginia finds Helena first, which is not good, but she does have a bag of medical supplies.
Yeah, which is good.
Yep.
We kind of need that because somebody's
well, like right now, like you know that like Virginia's not going to hurt Helena because she's got babies in her. So that's kind of like her safeguard right now. And then Art finds them, hooray, except Virginia's there and like has a gun and is kind of forcing him to be the midwife. Poor Art.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I'm not getting close to her. You can be the midwife. And he's like,
It's like asking.
it's like, what?
It's like this weird like dialogue thing where it's like put your fingers in and see how much he's dilated.
I'm like, oh, that's messed up.
That's messed up. I mean, yeah, it is. I feel bad for both of them.
Yeah.
I feel like if Virginia wasn't there and Helena said like maybe like could you check and be like okay fine.
Yeah.
But like it felt really weird. But then like
Consent. It's important.
All right. Anyway, back to the positive thing that happened. So there's like kind of a plan, and then Art's like, oh no, she's bleeding. And it's like, oh no, she's hemorrhaging. Had the blah blah blah.
Hemorrhaging.
Thank you. But then as they do that, Virginia gets closer, and then Helena just like right in the neck with the screwdriver.
Okay, no. You stand your back, okay?
Lie down, Helena.
Jesus, she's bleeding. There's a lot of blood.
Hemorrhage?
Nice. Get wrecked.
God, Helena's such a badass.
You okay?
He kills her.
So Virginia's dead. Hooray.
Huzzah! Thank God.
You were happy about that.
Yeah. You wanted that.
And then meanwhile,
to die.
Sarah's still trying to find medical supplies, and there is like a confrontation between her and Westmoreland. And it's really like kind of creepy thing where like you don't see him, but he's like talking. And they're just, like, calling each other freaks, saying, like, I made you. And it's, like, the thing of, like, you didn't, like, but, like, you didn't.
You didn't.
You have nothing to do with who we are.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's, like, a shot, and then Sarah just, like, shoots him.
Yeah.
But he's not, I don't know if it's, like, a super fatal. He's old. He's fatal. It's kind of fatal.
What?
I don't know if the shot was fatal.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, but I
don't think she actually shot him. I think he just feigned it.
There was a part where you, like, had blood coming out of his, like, chest.
I just can't keep, everyone was bleeding this episode. I can't keep track of who was bleeding on who.
I think because there was a shot and then there was, like, a stumble,
Yeah.
like, sound, so I thought that, like, she shot him, but I wasn't sure it was a fatal shot.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, he kind of gets the upper hand and, like, almost chokes her out.
Yeah.
And then, like, kicks him off, and I'm like, like, I know he's an old man, but, like, screw him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Back him.
And then he keeps saying, like, I made you. I can't do his voice. And then she's like, shut up, and then puts, like, a gas tank, healing tank, and just, like, bashes his head in.
Yeah, just, like, straight up. Bam! Why did it say purple on a blue drawer? I'm really angry.
Is that your concern right now?
I'm really upset about that.
That's my biggest mistake. You're my biggest success. I live on in your daughter. You'll remember me.
Nah. Rick.
So hooray!
Yeah, he's dead.
And I remember thinking, because, like, I wasn't exactly sure, like, how long it had been, like, within, like, that episode. And I'm like, that was quick. Like, a lot of the people, like, who are, like, against them are kind of, I think it's at least, like, because it's, like, a 40-minute episode. So I think it's at least, like, 20 minutes in. We kind of get everybody who's supposed to be dead is dead.
Yeah, which is nice.
And it's, like, we're kind of good at that point.
Yeah. Right, we don't have to worry about people coming in.
Which I was like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I think it was a good twist. I should probably mention this because I was going to mention it a while ago.
Okay.
I think it was around, like, episode 2 or 3 of when season 5 was coming out. There was, like, an interview with Tatiana Maslany basically saying this show is probably not going to have a happy ending.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh no, like, people are going to die. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people are going to die.
Right.
So I was, like, trying to make a list of, like, who I thought could die.
Mm.
And then I was, like, getting upset of, like, who I thought was going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I kept thinking, like, throughout, like, this, as the season was going on, that, like, this ending was going to be super sad. I was going to be super depressed. But then, like, when that happened, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Like, you said it wasn't going to be a happy ending. I don't know if it's just, like, to mess with people. And, like, I don't know if you could okay, we'll get to the feelings on the ending in a bit.
Okay.
After that, we get back to the boiler room. And Helena has her kids with Art and Sarah there to help out.
Mm-hmm.
And she has boys.
Yeah, that whole scene was wonderfully done.
I told you everything would be fine.
Aww. This is really good.
See, the one time I said everything was gonna be fine, I was telling the truth. We did it, everybody. The end.
And that's it. Goodbye, everyone.
See, that was a nice ending. No, I'm kidding. There's still more.
I was gonna say there's gotta be more than that, right?
Yeah, and it's like parallel to like when Sarah gave birth to Kira.
Yeah, just like how like the whole scene was just composed so wonderfully. It was just like a real joy to watch.
Mm-hmm.
That it was really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think, because like I was wondering, like I think like we were watching it because like she like when what's one of those saying like females are the future,
Mm-hmm.
and like that like obviously you're gonna use the children for like stem cells. So like I was kind of wondering like if he was alive, what would it have been like if he found out that like because Helena gives birth to boys,
Mm-hmm.
like what would have happened then?
Yeah.
Would just like take the stem cells and then kill them?
I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because he's dead.
And they're good. So Helena gives birth to 2 healthy babies. I know it's like I wasn't trying to judge that like they kind of looked like normal babies.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I mean I don't know like how many parents are willing to give up their newborns for a shoot.
Oh yeah, they did look like very fresh babies.
At least like a couple months old.
Yeah.
I kind of forgive that over the years. Like when you like watch a show and there's like if somebody has to give birth and like when you see the baby, it looks fairly like a few months old.
It's a
like,
plump baby. Or the baby has like brown eyes and you're like, that's not a fresh baby. All babies have blue eyes.
Really?
Yeah, all babies are born with blue eyes. And
I didn't know that.
Then it fills in within the next few weeks or so. But there was a genetic mutation where they didn't fill in, and that's where people with blue eyes come from. How you mean?
See, I'm not a mutant.
I'm an abomination.
But like I've kind of forgiven that over the years in like shows because like who would want like I don't know like what show is gonna like get like a 3-day-old baby. I feel it's hard to get a 3-day-old baby.
Yeah, just go on Craigslist. Like I need to borrow a fresh birth baby.
And like CGI babies are just kind of creepy.
Oh yes, they are.
So I'm kind of fine if somebody gives like a fictional show, somebody gives birth and it's like a 3-month-old. I'm like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't even look, and like probably like with the twins it would have been premature, so like you would have needed like, so you know, and like the show doesn't have like that big of a budget, so you know it's fine. We're not gonna.
It's fine. It's all good.
And then we jump some months. I don't know how long we jump. I think.
Yeah, there's a skip forward.
I'd say at least like I'm gonna say like 2 months, maybe 2-3 months.
Sure, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Because, like, I guess, like, I didn't really realize this, like, with the whole, like, show, but, like, I think, like, the span of, like, we were talking about, like, it's not, like, 5 years timeline. It's, like, a year and a half, which I think kind of makes sense with, like, the way Sarah's feeling, because it really hasn't, all of this happens.
It's a lot.
All this happens within, like, a fairly short period of time.
Yes.
Which is interesting. But, like, everybody's doing really well. Like, Helena's living in the garage.
Yeah.
They, like, redo it. And
yeah, they've made it a little apartment.
with her babies.
Yeah.
Named Orange and Purple.
Just so they can tell them apart.
Yeah. For now, and like Donnie and Allison are kind of helping out. They're throwing like little baby shower.
Yeah.
With that, maybe it might be shorter period of time because like why would they like wait like I guess I don't know like 2-3 months for a baby shower.
Well, first they had to redo the garage into a little nursery.
That's
and
true.
Then they had to get life together, and then it's a lot. Then they had to make sure the kids were back. And
Where's Oscar, by the way?
Yeah, seriously.
Oscar does not show up.
Oscar fell off the face of the earth this season.
Like Gemma was there.
Gemma was there for like a few episodes.
Yeah. I don't know where Oscar is. I doubt it. I think like $10 says they just couldn't get that actor for some reason.
Yeah, he was probably like in school or something.
Yeah. Oh well, but like most of the kids are there, and it's all nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like they're kind of doing good. The only like I guess like the two like sort of like the only other not great thing besides Sarah is Delphine and Scott and Kevin and Cosima are like struggling to like find all the clones so they can cure them.
Yeah, they don't know
That's
how many
kind of
there
like the other negative thing, but it's like don't worry, we'll find them. Like
Yeah.
and they keep getting stuff popped up. I think actually Kevin's one is like traveling around. I'm gonna love it today. Somebody comments, actually his name is so and so.
Yeah, they're like, actually I was
Or if that actor was like Calvin.
Calvin.
If you want to comment and actually give your
Yeah, what was the character's name?
So they're trying to find like the other clones in order to cure them. And like they mentioned like Tony and Crystal, so something tells me that like somehow they Tony obviously knew, so they'd be like, all right, here, and then they do. How would they convince Crystal? Because Crystal like doesn't believe any of this.
I'm sure they found some way to convince her.
Yeah. And then Sarah's also, she's kind of like a bit of a wreck, it seems like, but she's trying to like stay strong and like she's going for a GED or like that kind of thing. And then you can see like boxes in the house. So like she's like planning on moving with like her and Kira. And like Felix has been in New York, but then he comes back.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like this like whole thing of like, oh, we discussed this, but like everybody can kind of tell like Sarah's not okay.
Yeah.
But nobody's like wants to say anything, and like Sarah's just like acting like herself, and then she goes to the school and is like about to go in for the GED test, and like she talks to Helena and she's like, I'm like 10 years older than all of these kids, and then like leaves and doesn't take the test, and you're just like, aw.
Yeah, you like thought she was gonna do great, and then it's come on, Sarah. Get it together.
Hey!
It's a little colorful monkey.
Oh, it's from Cosima.
What is? Hey, he's
Who told me?
He's a science monkey.
Nice.
And other people. All the kids are back
Oh,
together.
the kids are back together.
Okay. 2 Royale with cheese. What's on your bun? Jam. Guess who it's for?
No, made my choice.
There you go. 2 jam burgers as requested.
Oh, Oh, wow.
Oh, got a chip.
Jumburgers.
There they are. Hello.
Hey.
Yay!
That's okay. That's okay. Come on in.
All of the
I
kids.
bet Donnie's already drank all the booze, huh?
Yeah. You can try my kombucha. It's homemade. Hello. Hey.
Want what?
Where's Oscar?
Yeah. I think I sense a handle.
Me?
Him, yeah, take him. You're gonna do fine. Just lift up. It's just a human.
It's just a human.
Human. No. Okay. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you.
I relate.
Me too, but I got over it.
I think Pepper pooped.
You pooped?
Yeah, he did. Tu vois, maman? Tu vois, maman?
Always when I eat, he poops.
Well, there's like I think this bit explains it. We could probably like get into this, but
Yeah,
when
let's
she
go.
gets to the house, and I like love this whole little baby shower because it's kind of parallel to like the dream sequence.
Yeah.
Except it's actually happy.
Yeah,
And
it's
there's-
not like weird, but like
And like all of the kids are there, including like Charlotte and Art's daughter.
yeah, aw,
And like Allison mentions that like Kira's got cousins and like Colin's there.
they're a family.
Colin's there.
I love how Colin just keeps coming back.
I think he knows now at this point, and like he's probably a good.
I'm sure he figured it out.
I feel like he's a good relationship for. Well, everybody has to find out because they're all there together.
Mhm.
And like there's like this interesting bit where like they're like holding the kids and like they want like Kasima to hold it, and Kasima's kind of like no,
Mhm.
which is interesting, and we'll get to that. And Delphine is really adorable. It's just so nice, and like there's like jam burgers, and it's just everybody's like in like white pastel.
Everyone is just
It's so happy.
having a good old time.
I was like, what's going on? I was like, and then Sarah shows up and she's kind of like the Debbie Downer
Mhm.
and being all sad, and like everybody can like, and everybody's asking like, hey, how'd the test go? And she's just like, which is like how I was every time. I'm like, I don't know, or I don't know. It's like, oh, it's good. And then like Alice and like everybody's like talking for a bit, and then Sarah's like, yeah, I'm okay. And Alison's like, no, you're not. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I heard you're moving.
Right.
We thought we were going to be close again. We haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been studying for this test, but like,
Mm-hmm.
if I've been close, like, Kira's got cousins now. And then like Sarah kind of just like blurts out, why would we want to live in the house where her grandmother was shot?
Right.
And I'm just like,
Yeah, not wrong.
she's not wrong, but I like, and like, she's like, I'm like, okay, well, like, you don't want to live in that house. Like, that's 100% understandable.
Right.
But it's kind of like, so like, you're going to move to like apartment, like a smaller one, but it seems like she wants to get far away, and it's like a new adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, is that what Kira wants? Like,
Right.
she like seems really happy with like her situation.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Felix is doing some sneaky stuff,
Yeah.
which probably to say it's real quick, he's meeting with Rachel to get the names of all the clones to help out.
Yeah.
Which just say that there's 274 of them.
That's a lot of clones.
I'm wondering if that's the actual number, because like if you think about, there's probably a bunch. I think that's like the full set, but if you think about the ones that are dead,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably a fair amount,
Mm-hmm.
but still that's a lot. And I was like, oh, I'm surprised that like, because the one thing is like if they're like all over the world, there's like 200 of them. How do like no other ones like find each other? But then like, well, Helsinki found each other. There's
Right.
probably other like pockets.
Yeah.
Are you concerned?
I'm just curious.
Okay, well, who do you think?
I have no idea.
Really?
Rachel?
Ah, I see.
You're looking well.
Who's this then? Got a new manservant already?
This is Yusuf, my Uber driver.
But then we get like this like nice like final like sister scene together. They're outside and they're talking, and like Sarah kind of like vents about like what is actually going on, and saying how she didn't do the test and that she lied to her own kid about it. And Sarah just like feels restless again, because like it's kind of, I found it interesting, and like I want to get your thoughts on this, but like basically she was kind of like a shit person.
Yeah.
Like not doing well, and then all of this happened, and now it's all done.
Right.
And like she's still grieving the death of her mom,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like, where do I go from here? And like she still feels like this person,
Mm-hmm.
and like she still kind of feels like a shit mom, like that kind of thing. So what do you think of that and like that whole thing?
What about?
Well, like I guess about Sarah, because like, and then like all the sisters kind of helping with like conversations, because like that's the thing of like feeling like a shit mom.
Mm-hmm.
and how Allison kind of brings up like, oh, like I yelled at Gemma a few days ago. Like I said some stuff and I meant it.
Right.
And Helena's like, my kids keep eating sand.
I love that part.
And then like it seems as if something interesting about like, did you not see me with this kid? Like I have no like maternal instincts, and like I don't know if it's selfish or anything.
Right.
But like,
Yeah.
You know, the other day, Gemma was driving me so crazy. I screamed at her. I said, if you don't clean up your room, I am going to string you up by your thumbs and stuff your dirty damn sock balls in your mouth. And I meant it. I scared her.
Every time I look, the baby's eating sand. I turn around, sand. Where does this sand come from? I don't know, so I let them eat it.
God.
What? Oh my god, did you guys see how panicked I got when Felix handed me the baby earlier? Like, I am just not maternal at all. And that makes me wonder, like, am I selfish or am I scared? You know? We're all scared.
Yes, and we all make mistakes. God, I was a drug dealer for Pete's sake.
She was.
Helena killed people.
Thank you.
But like, and everybody's like okay with that. So like that whole conversation, like thoughts on that.
It was good. Like it was just good. It was just a healthy way to work things out. I thought. I think it was just it was like very real. I felt like. So
yeah, like I'm kind of like because like that would be the thing with Sarah is it's kind of like the reason she kind of got better was because of all the stuff that was going on.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of good that like she didn't go down another dark path after all this, and like she was on the verge of it, but now it's kind of like she has like this new family again.
Right.
Like that kind of thing. But I kind of found it interesting that whole thing of like, okay, like we solved everything and like all of this stuff that happens, like now what? Like are you still the same person? And like how all the sisters love each other.
Yeah, they all love each other. It's so good.
Yeah.
And they're here to support each other. Progress isn't linear.
I think like with like Sarah and Helena and Allison, they're kind of like, it was like a thing of like, they're like reading each other, like they're all messed up. Allison was a drug dealer. Helena killed people. I don't know what Cosima's messed up with. I think like the thing with her is that like she finds it weird that like she doesn't want to have kids, but like everybody's like, it's fine. Who cares?
You all right? It's all good.
And then Felix comes in and tells them about the clone things, and then Helena starts reading them their memoirs called Orphan Black. What does that mean?
That's a strange title. Why would anyone ever name anything that? Oh, it's a kitty.
Boy, that's weird. What is that?
I finished my book. It's a story about my sisters. I call it Orphan Black.
Roll credits.
Oh, that's weird. It's cool. Because we're all orphans, right? Yeah, that's what it is. Is that what it is?
We're not black.
What does it mean? Shut up. Listen, I will translate.
Doesn't matter. What was that? Allison's like, we're not black. And then we see basically like another like kind of separate epilogue, and like Allison's like writing music, and like we sexually object Donnie a little bit.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Nice.
Good
job, Donnie. They love each other.
They do, and they're so happy.
They're so happy in their dorkiness.
Everybody's happy, and Delphine and Cosima are in Cartagena.
Yeah, they're taking care of the other clones.
And like the one clone kind of asked Delphine out.
Yeah, it was kind of hitting on her a little bit.
And then, so that's all cuteness. And then Helena finally names her babies after two real men. She named them Arthur and Donnie.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, not really putting Felix in there, but that's
it's like, hey, wait. But that's okay.
I would say, to be fair, I feel like while she does like Felix, her strongest relationships were like with like men-wise Donnie.
Yeah, definitely.
And also Art kind of like saved her ass.
Yeah.
A bunch of times, including like and like helped with the baby, so I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but like I remember when I saw that made me almost cry. I'm like, she named him Arthur and Donnie. That's so cute.
It's good.
She had like little name tags.
I know.
I do kind of wonder, and I'm like not really nitpicking because I'm fine with it, but it's like she named like Arthur, but then it's like Donnie, not Donald.
Yeah, that was weird. That's okay.
It's still so cute.
That's okay.
And then Sarah and Felix and Kira are going to the beach for the day, and then we like the last shot's like on the inside of the house, and then that's the end.
Yeah, that's it.
Are you okay?
I was just like, man, that's the end, isn't it?
Little purple. Little orange. It's time for you to take the names of real men.
Aw. Aw.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Were you happy that like it kind of ended on like like this kind of note?
Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of basic. Like I like when things wrap up nicely.
Yeah. I think I was kind of upset because I'm kind of like, I feel like that, like, there should, I think I remember, like, I wasn't sure when I first watched it. Because, like, this was, like, with, like, most of, like, the show, I kind of would, like, watch, like, the day after just because we were in college and I didn't have BBC.
Yeah.
But then with this, like, finale, I'm like, I have to watch this live, so then I did. And I'm like, do I feel okay with, like, just, like, this, like, they had all of this hardship, they got a happy ending, and, like, there really wasn't that, like, a ton of consequences, but, like, there were.
They earned it, though.
That's my thinking.
That's
like,
the thing.
I'm like, they 100% earned this.
Right. It's not like
Like,
they didn't work hard for a good ending.
Yeah.
Except they worked very hard and they got a good end. They got a happy ending. That's
Yeah.
what everyone deserves.
Yeah, so that was, yeah, I think it was just kind of weirded out, like, because again, like, I thought there was going to be, like, a really depressing ending. And then there wasn't. And I'm like, okay.
Yay.
That's a bit, and now I think I was just kind of, like, super, like, that did weird me out, but then, like, thinking about it, I'm like, well, like, there was, like, the nice scenes, and, like, I think it was a happy ending. Despite what Tata Maslany said, which I think was just kind of to mess with people.
Yeah. Haha.
And, like, I think, but I was, like, thinking, like, as the episode's going on, maybe it won't be happy because, like, Sarah's kind of not okay. But then she gets okay, and it's kind of like we're all here for each other. Yeah, so what are your other thoughts, like, on the whole thing?
There's a lot to talk about. I don't know. Like I said, I liked the ending. I thought they did a good job. Like, things are good, everyone's happy, but it's like, you know, it's not. There's still things for people to work on, there's still things are going on, which is good. But it was just like a satisfactory ending. Like, I didn't feel like, hey, I want to know about this and this.
I was, like, kind of thinking, like, there were still some questions that probably needed answering, but I wasn't, like, I didn't feel, like, unsatisfied with, like, what they didn't and did answer.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like at least, like, 85, 90% of the questions are answered. That's the end of Orphan Black.
Oh, man.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm satisfied.
I don't think this was, like, as, like, emotionally compromised, like, emotionally distraught as you would have been or have been before.
No, because it was a satisfactory ending. So I'm like, I'm at peace with it.
Also, there's comics if you want. I can tell you about them.
Ooh.
I think, like, at one point, like, somebody mentioned, like, the one was Helsinki, which I think somebody brought up, but that's kind of, like, all of the Helsinki stuff in a comic. There's also Clone Club, which I think just, like, follows, like, all of the characters who, like, we mainly know from Clone Club. So it's, like, Sarah, Helena, Allison. And it's kind of, like, more, like, about them and, like, their story a bit. Then there's Helsinki. And then there is Devastation, which is an alternate storyline, which basically says, like, what if Sarah had saved Beth? And then that whole series.
Oh.
That might be one you...
That sounds interesting.
The other one, which I feel
I'm
like...
into it.
Here's another one I think you might also want to read. It's called Crazy Science. Oh, no. Never mind.
Oh,
it says the series was canceled in June 2018 due to low orders from comic shops.
Ah.
But it was basically... it was like a sequel kind of comic, and it would have been Cosima and Delphine traveling the world to cure the clones.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It says the first issue was still released in July. I don't know why they wouldn't want to order those comics.
Come on, people.
I think it's too late. So I'm sorry. But, like, there's that if you want more. And maybe there's that also, I'm looking this up. There's a show called Seven Genes, Orphan Black 7 Genes, which is the Japanese remake.
Ah, interesting. Oh, that sounds interesting.
I think it's basically just like...
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, but that's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I haven't heard anything about there being more. I think we can probably talk about theories in the live stream.
Yeah.
But I think Tata and Maslany's just, like, doing her own thing now.
Good for her. She deserves it.
I don't know if I want to ask you, like, how you like the show, or if you want to wait till... You probably give a brief...
That's a live stream question. I have to, like, definitely sit with it and, like, think about it. I like the show. I like it a lot, and like I've liked the show from start to finish.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you for introducing me to that. That was fabulous. But yeah,
Because that's kind of the hard things with the show is like you kind of like, oh wait, like they might not actually like the show that much, and then you're like kind of sad and like that kind of thing.
right. So, but yeah, I mean, I like the show a lot. I had a lot of fun. It was a show that, well, I like the kind of stuff that's in it, but it's definitely not the type of
I
show
think
that
I kind
watch
of
a
knew
lot.
because like you like sci-fi,
Yeah.
you like female empowerment. I'm like, I feel like you might like this show.
Ladies.
Yeah, it's like,
Ladies.
oh yeah, I was about to say like it shows like very like female empowering, and then I was gonna say this about like the side characters with like everybody in it that like I love, and like this could be a live stream thing, but I think I'm gonna forget it, so I'm gonna say it now, and maybe
Yeah.
I'll repeat it.
Sounds good.
Like with all of like the side characters, which is like mainly men, but like there is like Delphine in there, and obviously Mrs. S. May she rest in peace. And like Kira and that kind of thing of like everybody like they do all the stuff that's like risking their lives. Like you kind of see that. That they risk their lives. Like they threaten like Art's daughter. They threaten Scott's cat.
Not the cat.
Cat's fine.
The cat's okay now.
And like even like, you know, Kevin, who like really has like nothing involved with this, but he still helps out.
Yeah.
He's still a good guy.
Good on you, Kevin.
And it's like I love the fact that like they're all just doing it because like within like one like with at least like they bring in like they are connected to like one person who like they truly like love and have like a friendship for. Whether it's like there's like a relationship thing or just like a friendship thing. Like with Scott, it was interesting because like he was just like he had a crush on Cosima, but then it kind of developed.
Right. He just became more than like that awkward nerdy guy.
I feel like,
Who makes
like I
you
said,
feel
like
a little
Art's your
uncomfortable.
boy and Scott's my boy.
Scott's a good boy.
He is.
He's a good boy.
And like, but like, and then they kind of grow to like love everybody. It's just like love that like why they're all doing this and like risking all of their lives because of love. And I'm just like, that's so nice.
They would do anything for love.
Don't bring puns into this.
Don't bring meatloaf into this.
Don't.
That's okay, I won't. But yeah, it's good.
So that's the end.
It's a lot of heart.
You have the power back now.
I do have the power back.
Well, I guess like once the live stream's over, then you get the power back.
yes, but I start thinking about having my power back.
Yeah.
And I
you
know
do.
what show I'm doing.
We should
and
probably.
I'm
We
so
said we were going to
excited.
announce it.
Are we going to announce it?
We said we were.
All right. So should I talk a little about it before
And
I
then
say
like,
what it
and at
is?
some point when you like talk about it a bit, then I'll play the theme song, and then you'll say the show.
Yeah. So, so a little bit about our next show. I know you all are very excited. It's me. I have the power back, and it's a little different than Orphan Black. It's a little younger. It's a little. We're going back to animation, but just because it's maybe a show more family oriented does not mean there's not a lot of mystery. Oh, there is a lot of mystery, a lot of weird things, a lot of cryptid type things, a lot of strange, funny things. And there's twins in this show as well. There was twins in Orphan Black.
Oh, are they
And now
twins?
yes, they're twins.
Okay.
The show that we are doing is Gravity Falls.
Yay!
I'm so excited to do Gravity Falls. It's definitely a shorter series. It's only 2 seasons, 24 episodes each.
I would say like, but like total episodes is like 10. I guess it's like 10 less than Orphan Black, and
Not even. Well, 24. If it's 24 each, should be 48.
I was looking it up though just because like I was curious. And I thought it was like only 40 episodes.
Maybe.
I'm looking it
forget
up
if
now.
it's
I
24 or
won't. I won't
22.
read anything. I promise. But I'm just gonna. This says 40.
Oh, really?
Yeah, each season was 20 episodes.
Oh, 20 episodes each. Man, I thought it was more. Now I'm sad. But that's all right. It's a great show. I watched that show when it first came out, like all the way through till it ended. Just it's a fun, good time, but has a lot of cool stuff that I'm really excited
And
to talk about.
I knew that it existed.
And all you know is that it existed.
Well, okay, so I know that there's. Okay, so here's what I assume the show is about.
okay.
From
Ooh.
all of my
I'm so-
knowledge.
yes.
Okay. So I didn't know that they were twins. So I thought it was like
spoilers.
siblings
Yeah.
who go to a camp, and there's a crazy guy who I don't know is related to them or not. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And like horror-ish kind of stuff happens, and then hijinks ensues.
I'm so excited to show you the show.
Oh, am I like dead wrong?
You have some stuff right, but
I literally have no idea.
I'm so excited. But yeah, we'll be starting that. I don't know when this episode right here is coming out, but we'll be starting. This is more, we're looking at 2019 kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll be a little more consistent because I know 2018 was really weird. And so some of our stuff kind of fell to the wayside.
We might discuss that, but like it was just kind of like a super weird year.
Yeah, it was strange. Things happen. So we're going to be doing that. We should figure out a date for the live stream so we can...
We probably should, but I think if we do like a video thing, we could like post it down below.
Yeah, let's check out a video. We'll be posting it all over social medias, and
we might even like if we get that video made like before this episode's done, or like before this episode goes out, we'll just like put it in and we'll tell you, because that's like something we probably need to get out and
like right now.
Yeah. So that's it.
All right, that is it.
We did it.
We finished a show.
You want me to do the stuff?
Yeah. Close us out.
Thank you for subscribing and watching us on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And tell us if you like our faces in a comment. Or if you don't like our faces, if you think we're not pretty or whatever. I don't know.
Let us know.
Hell, if you like this
But if you're interested.
If you like that format... if you like that format a bit better, hopefully you do. Because we're trying to find new things.
We're trying hard.
We're trying hard. I think like because people said like it's nice on YouTube if you can see our faces.
Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
Ask and you shall receive.
So leave a comment, subscribe, like, turn on notifications if you need to. I don't know anymore.
Who knows?
YouTube's weird. We're on iTunes, just the audio for that. So subscribe to us there and rate and review. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/WoodyClothes. But everything else is Woody Clothes, by the way. It's not like First Reaction, Fan Reaction.
Yeah.
Like us, leave a comment, share stuff.
Yep.
Send us memes.
Send us all the memes.
Even though we don't have a meme couch.
We have a meme heart.
We're on Twitter, @WoodyClothes. Follow us.
Tweet at us.
Tweet at us.
Send us the twits.
Like us.
Send us the twits.
If you guys have any, we're on Patreon. If you guys want to, chuck some money towards us so we can start doing this part-time and give you guys more fun podcasts.
We have so many ideas.
And do more fun stuff because we have way too many ideas.
Yay.
We have an email, woodyclothes@gmail.com. Please send us your questions, comments, concerns, memes, whatever.
Memes.
We do have a website, woodyclothesproductions.com. Is that the name of it? It's kind of like a barren wasteland right now, but like we're gonna work on it and like have some fun stuff. If you guys have any suggestions for that, let us know.
Yeah.
If you guys want us on any other social media, I don't really know what other ones.
If you want to see pictures of my cat, follow me on Instagram. That's
I
don't have a single picture of my cat on Instagram.
I feel like once if we like start like traveling more or something, or like have something a bit like more standard, we can get an Instagram and like show that off.
We don't have pictures though. It's just this.
I refuse to do Tumblr right now because I remember that wasteland and I don't want to go back.
I'm still on Tumblr.
Really?
I hate myself for it.
I still have a Tumblr, but I haven't been on it.
I'm on it constantly.
Oh God, it didn't like change that much. I just remember like finding like gifts that I like and just like retweeting it, and then I had a fun little board.
Yeah,
Although I think I joined it like the day before that, like when it went down that one time.
Yeah.
I joined like the day before.
You had a very low key Tumblr for like 5 seconds, but no, I've been on Tumblr for like 7 years now. And I'm a terrible person.
I got bored after like 2 years.
Yeah, that's fair. You're a better person for it. Anyway,
follow
me on Tumblr, except don't. Please don't find me. Anyway.
I think that's all the social media things that I can think of right now, because we're not on Vimeo right now.
No. We have no reason to be on Vimeo.
We don't. I think that's it.
Cool.
So that's the end over from Black, guys.
Woo!
Join us next time on our next show or our live stream or whatever.
We want to see you there.
We might have some random stuff coming out for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Sounds good.
Peace.